Okay, YouTubers, I want to show you how to make a solar battery fan car in this particular video. So what you need is a DC motor, 4.5 volts, a battery holder that can hold three 1.5 volt batteries, a solar panel. You can buy these off of eBay, they're fairly cheap, like around $5 to $10, that provides 5 volts of output. And you need any general purpose diode. I used a 1N5819. You can buy different types of diodes from Radio Shack, but pretty much anything will work. The principle of this circuit is you've got a fan and you've got a car which is suspended on fidget spinner bearings, and here it is, what I put together. Here's the solar panel. This is the finalized kind of prototype, if you will, and we're going to test that in a second. So when the sun is shining, light shines on the solar panel, provides electricity which passes through the diode to the motor and runs the motor. And the switch for the battery is open. If there's no sun, you close the switch for the battery, and then the battery provides power for the motor. So the positive goes to the positive, negative goes to the negative of the motor, and the battery does not short out through the solar panel, which would normally happen if you didn't have this diode. It would shunt all the power away from the motor to the solar panel. So the diode is essential to have this set up. So I'm just going to run through the components on the actual car. Here's the solar panel, here's the motor, fidget spinner bearings which I'm using for the wheels. And the way that I attach those is I used epoxy cement and filled the centers of the fidget spinner bearings with the epoxy cement. It's a two-component cement, and it's pretty strong. It's as strong as metal. And then when it's still soft, you then poke the copper wires. This is 12-gauge copper wire into the cement. I flatten the ends by just hammering it out a little bit. Copper's kind of malleable, and you can flatten it so it won't turn or spin in the cement that's in the center of those wheels. I oiled all the bearings to make sure that they turn freely. Then here's your switch to allow the battery to connect to the motor, and the switch is in the off position if you want to use it as a solar vehicle. And I'll show you the diode. So the diode is actually right, let me see if I can find it for you. Here it is, right here. And this provides power from the solar panel to the motor and prevents power from the batteries from shorting out through the solar panel. So that's basically it. So let's do a test run in the sun. Like how it's got some bright sunlight today. It looks like it's not turning because of the frame rate of the camera, but it is actually going pretty fast. And the sun is not directly overhead, it's coming in at an angle, so that's why I'm holding the panel at an angle. And you can see when I flatten it out, the rate of spinning changes. But as I angle it more towards the sun, you can almost look like it's not moving. You can make it look like it's not moving. So let's test it out and see what happens. There it goes. It's got a good rate to it. And of course it turns off when you bring it into the darkness. Now let's test the battery function. So I'm going to put it in a place where there's no sun. And of course the fan doesn't work. Switch the battery, give it a little nudge to get it going, and there it goes. Fan car, designed for both solar and non-solar use. The fan, I actually, in an earlier video I talked about where I got the fan from. It's from an old microwave oven fan. The bearings, you can buy them in bulk, and make sure the wheels are turning freely and they're not angled. And the tires for the wheels, I got them off an old toy, so that's it. And it's a good project, kind of a fun project, and it works real well. Check back for more videos, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.